because, pass game and run game, together. But, Geno Smith. Geno Smith. Need I say anymore? I think he had his run. I think he had his run in Seattle. I think that was. And if we can clearly tell, Seattle just makes quarterbacks look better than they are. Might be the consensus here. St. Donald. Yeah. I saw a crazy stat last night that the Seahawks won a Super Bowl with a 25th ranked 25th ranked passing offense. It might have been even worse than that. I might be giving them too much credit with 25th. But it's like, bro, like, make it make sense. You know? But also, if he wanted to move on from an $80 million dead cap with Russell Wilson, the Walton family said, yeah, you can do that if that's what you want to do. He does that. He handpicks Bo Nix to be his quarterback. He loved everything he saw out of Bo Nix. Whenever he met with Bo Nix, he thought to himself, this has got to be the number one guy in the entire draft. Got out of the car, told everybody around him, that's the guy that we want. Then when he drafts him to Denver, a lot of people say, a little bit of a reach for Bo Nix here. He gets on our draft spectacular and says, couldn't have dropped this guy faster. Like, this is exactly who we want. So you just assume coming into the season with another year and an offseason with Bo Nix and Sean Payton together, that's only going to get better. And the defense is going to continue to be the thing. And they have. This team's free. 8.5-point favorites on a Thursday night game in the division is obviously a big swing. But this Denver Broncos team is certainly capable of blowing out this Raiders team. And maybe Crosby just says no. And maybe he plays every position on it, which he could potentially pull off. You start looking at the rankings here, and the Broncos have little ebbs and flows that they got to this point in this particular season. So they have obviously a high ranking. Yo, Kyle. I probably should have just looked at this sooner. I just learned so much in Skate after playing so many hours. So I've been like adamant. I refuse to use the Skatepedia. The Skatepedia is like, it tells you how to do every trick that's currently in the game. And I've refused to use it for so long. I just, to complete this one challenge, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna look this one up. And as I was scrolling through, I was like, oh, I want to stop and see what this is real quick. And I realized I've been reading these wrong whenever I do finally look them up for once. Bro. I need to change my controls or something. Cause it's like a double right stick. I didn't realize that the left stick really didn't have shit to do with it. Like, the left stick is only rotating you. Like, when you go up a ramp, straight up, like vert, you know what I mean? You do a grab, apparently you right stick to the right, then you grab to then do another, like, right stick, trigger, and then you right stick again to tweak the grab, like, into something else. Like, what? That's why I haven't been able to do some of these, because I had no idea. I wasn't paying attention whenever I did the tutorial. I knew all the 1-foots and the no-foots. Bruh. I did this.
and it didn't count. The heck? Alright, I figured out what I was actually looking for.
Everybody says they got a lot of money down there. They got a lot of money down there. Well, how do you know they got a lot of money? Well, they paid the last coach $70 million to leave. So if they have that amount of money to get a guy out of there, let's assume they have enough money to field a squad. And Elko, if you're in
Nose manual, land grind tricks. Alright. See, like, most stuff I know how to do, but those modified grabs, I had no clue until I just saw that. Like, that's why I haven't been able to do most of them. But I also have Trick Helper whenever I am doing a challenge that's specific. Like, it does tell me how to do stuff. That's how I learn how to do most stuff. And, you know, just spamming flick to figure out random stuff, as everyone does. But I don't like spamming flick, because I also have my right stick map still visible. I never change that in settings, so everyone can see exactly what my right stick is doing. And sometimes that's an indicator of if you meant to do something or not. If I turned it off, I could make everything look like I meant to do it, you know? Maybe I should. Also, who cares? Must buy and sell targets. Week 10. Ronathan. Oh my god. The RJ Harvey's not gonna hold up in the long run. So you're gonna really want J.K. Dobbins. And it looks like Caleb Johnson is like taking Jalen Warren snaps. Nah, I'd be sick. Yep.
Ate it?
In my league? Gotta grab. And by that point, I'm keeping him. Like, what? Yeah, I don't think people understand the point of trades. And do they not understand? Oh, I forgot to invite Griffin. But do they not understand, bro? Like, think about it. Like, bro, I don't think they understand. Like, bro, me personally, the reason I say no to a lot of trades is not because, like, I don't see the production. It's that I literally, for all my life, I see players as players. I don't see them as numbers. Like, I look at how they run routes, how they, like, bro, I don't want Jordan Addison, you know what I mean? I could see him getting clamps next Sunday easily. I don't want someone like that, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, but like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I see the players, like, how the players actually look on field when I watch highlights, game. I don't even watch just highlights. Sometimes I just watch, like, the game or whatever. don't know. Regardless, I just know I know what I want and don't want. Like I want a Kenneth Walker, you know? I don't want like a J.K. Dobbins. Like sure, J.K. Dobbins can do those things, but bro, when I watch the game, there's a difference between those two players. One looks stiff and old, and one looks like fresh. You know what I mean? It's just a big difference, bro. Like, bro, even before Jaylen Warren really started like getting good runs, I was not a fan. But then he started getting good runs when he started putting his head down through people. I was like, yeah, now that he's running like that, I see it.
Nice. That was distinctive destruction.
Genty, I see it. But I should have known Henderson was just because he was at Ohio State. I should have known better. I mean, he's like he's like 5'10" or 5'9". Like, no disrespect, but like, dog. Use him differently. Stop giving him fucking power O's. The fuck? I don't even know if that's what they're doing. It's mostly shotgun because it's Drake May, but regardless, bro. He's either checking out into the flat or taking a run straight into the teeth of the defense. So who got Emmanuel Wilson? Oh, he hasn't cleared?
You make it look too easy.
And the Raiders, we're finding out throughout the season, are just not equipped to be able to stop it. So are we worried about this Raiders team? Like just, like Pete Carroll, we assume they're going to get it going. I think I do that.
Yes, Pat, we are worried about this Raiders team. I don't think that should be a question.
There's great throws he's making. They're going the other way. Yeah. A lot of these things are getting picked off. And it's like he's still spinning it. It feels like they have enough potential pieces, but they just lose. It feels like the Raiders just kind of lose. Like I don't want to put that into the universe because it's kind of sad. It's kind of like a Jet situation. But it feels like, especially with what the Chiefs have done, Chargers have done, Broncos have done, like it's going to be difficult to win over those Vegas teams, especially with this kind of stink that kind of radiates around there.
Yeah, I mean, because even when, they had the car era and that ended, it wasn't really like they didn't tear everything down and restart. They kind of, mix and match things to kind of piece it together. But look at that division. Like, you have to be good. Like they stand no chance unless they get a franchise quarterback. Like you said, Geno's not awful, but he's been throwing a lot of picks this year. You know that Bo Nix is young. Justin Herbert is young. And then you have Mahomes is obviously going to play for quite a bit longer too. So you can't just keep kind of like hoping, hey, maybe one of these years we'll hit the jackpot and we'll win the division or we'll get in the dance. Like, they're almost just spinning their wheels until they actually find who they're going to go with for the next, 10 years.
And Brock Bowers is just certified absolute studs.
And Max is on the other side.
Yeah, great guy. He's going to get his. And then they drafted Genty, who, when he has space, is unbelievable. The problem is they drafted a running back before they had the issue. You saw the offensive line, pass blocking stats, the run blocking stats are not good either. So, they have some pieces, but we've talked about it all the time. Like, besides Max, in the trenches on both sides, it's not a good situation.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Pete Carroll sucks, I'll be honest. Yeah, no doubt, but he coached in New England Sox, and then, obviously the worst on the history of the Super Bowl.
ridiculous, but you know, he probably doesn't want Marshawn Lynch to win MVP. You could ask Marshawn Lynch about that. It sounds like he thinks the same thing. But when it just comes to the Raiders in general, I mean, you signed your head coach first for the new Brady ownership regime to a 3-year deal. So Pete Carroll, you know, he's not there for the long haul. And then you would only really hope, not that they are a playoff team or anything, but that they're competitive, and they haven't been. So it's kind of a question of like, what the hell is this?
Hey, quarterback too a little bit.
Which is kind of Pete Carroll's decision. I think people would assume. Seattle, Gino, with what's going on in Seattle, not a great look. And then if you just think about the team as a whole, they're basically on the brink of a completely new rebuild. But it's the truth. They don't have.
And it's crazy. They've been kind of teetering on it for years.
Yeah.
To Ty's point, where it's like he said, mix and match. It's like there's always like a carryover, like one piece carryover that one passes to the next. And obviously, we're talking about this just strictly because it hasn't worked. Any one of those situations could have worked. It is not. And now it's like hard not to say this seems to be a pattern. Now, will the Raiders ever turn around? We shall see. And is this the Broncos division? Is this the Broncos division? You know? Yeah, Bruce Arians is a big fan of this Denver Broncos team. He's a big fan, I think, of Sean Payton.
Yes,
And so Bo Nix. I mean, this dude's got the moxie. I love the cut of the Bo Nix jib. We'll be talking to Kirk Herbstreit here in about 3 minutes or so. How good news, Sauce Gardner has cleared concussion protocol. Yeah, and his Sauce is going to be running wild in Germany. They head over to Bjorn Burns from at least. And I think it's going to be like Colts fans over there. I think it's going to be great for the Indianapolis Colts. Also, we get a chance to watch first action with the Indianapolis Colts at 9:30 in the morning or whatever it's going to be. It's a great way to start our NFL.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? Did the Colts and the Patriots play in Germany the last time the Colts? I mean, like, think of where the Colts were then to where they are now. Like, I think you might be right. Like, hey, if you're like taking a vacation, this would be a pretty awesome situation to go to. And then obviously on the other side, like Atlanta, no one really knows what they are either. So this is really good for the Colts.
Yeah, why not Colts? You know, and Sauce, get your mitts on.
He looks clean in those colors too.
Yeah, he does. He looks comfortable, looks happy, and also, given his first 2 jerseys, he has given away our 2 boys that were crying.
Yeah, that's right.
Bradley Tripp, those are the Jets fans. Yeah. Shout out to the Colts making that happen. Shout out to Sauce Gardner, and I'll put this for you guys, you're Colts fans now. Yep, Sauce give me 2 jerseys. Now these look a little bit large. Okay, I don't know if these are going to fit you, but we'll certainly get your right size. And Sauce, I want to let you know, thank you for representing the Colts this quickly. Hey, welcome to the team. You know, obviously everyone's talking about the number 2 first round pick, Andy Mitchell. It's like, Sauce, welcome to the team. If we win, nobody cares about anything, and Sauce is going to help everybody in the building do that, is what everybody in the building has to say. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is the man who kicks off the NFL slate every single Thursday night on Amazon. He's also the voice of college football, as he's been a college game day for 30 years. Obviously, the voice of the biggest game Saturday night college. He's the voice of college football as well. Golly, former president of Ohio, and he needs you to keep your networks down, ladies and gentlemen.
How we doing, boys?
I hate it that you're hosting. I know you felt obligated. I know. Somebody told you felt obligated.
Yeah, I
I
know.
thought maybe this will help to let people watch the show. So I didn't really think about.
I know what you're trying to be a good team player. You love ball just literally
Yeah,
more
I
than
thought, hey, maybe this will help people go and watch games today. But why don't you just guide me on that shit?
Please ask me because like there is ramifications for this. You know, there is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I thought it was cool that you put the whole show on your X. I didn't know you could do that.
Hey, neither did we. And the fact that happened, I think that's setting up for. Okay, it's not even happening. There's a lot going on.
So you're gonna get skate?
All of us will be able to get done.
Okay, you do that this Saturday. You gonna do that again for 3 hours?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where you know, like for the good of ball, we all would like this game. Right?
I agree.
Oh, he took a deep nose exhale. I struck a nerve with that one. Just fucking I'm joking. Oh my gosh, dude. Gosh, dude. I said so. "You gonna get skate?" And then there was just an awkward silence, and all I heard was. And my game just froze. Awesome. So annoying. And I forgot to invite Griffin. It's gonna be like, oh, I already have a party. Well, sorry. Don't feel like it. Oh, this is so annoying. No friends on skate. Yes, I do. Please. Please be like GTA and I can fix it like this, please. Yes.
Is he got hurt in week 1. Tried to kind of set it out next couple weeks, and they finally took him off.
Unless I just break it even more. Probably just gonna break the game even more. My luck.
Until he came back and where he just lit it up. So I think internally, the hope with the Raiders, with Pete and Chip, is you guys have no idea how big of a piece to the puzzle that guy is for kind of building our offense around his skill set and give defenses a lot to kind of figure out where to
start my stream, which is
and that
sad.
really helps Genty and the offensive line and all the other pieces. So obviously they moved Jacoby Myers, probably you could argue their best quote unquote receiver, but I think this is one of those Thursday night games where you're sitting there in the open, like, how's this game going to be competitive? And it just ends up in a fourth quarter, one possession game. And by the way, Denver, they're in a one possession game every single
Oh my
week.
god, I'll fucking join the other party. Oh my god,
games,
fine.
which is really a credit to them and kind of their culture. I mean, I've watched Denver play this year, but when you're calling a game, you kind of peel it back a little bit further. I don't know if Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper, they're two edge guys, gifted the love that they deserve. I think they're probably playing at this point in the season the best tandem of any NFL defensive line and pass rush. And then on the inside, Zach Allen, nobody talks about. I mean, J.J. Watt, obviously, when you have him on, you can talk to him about Zach Allen. I mean, he kind of got under J.J.'s wing in Phoenix or in Arizona and learned a lot about, okay, you're gifted, but here's some tricks to the trade. And he's taken that